Hi, Caleb with Brownells here, and in today's quick tip slash product spotlight, we're going to be taking a look at the new breech tools. So, whenever I first heard, a little bit of backstory real quick here, I heard like, hey, we're getting breech tools, we're going to need a video on them. So, like the combat engineer in me got really excited. I whipped out my company credit card. I started shopping for like door frames. I was going to come up with all these creative ways to breech doors. Obviously, I was wrong. Turns out, like, the breech and breech tool actually stands for, like, the rifle breech. So then, like, I probably still gonna kick doors down at some point. But this is not that video, okay? So the breech tool, or these tools here, let me just kind of bust them out. This is the main one, all right? And it is a tool that helps you clean your breech. Specifically that star chamber area, your barrel extension on the AR-15 or any of that style stuff. So this is a tool that's pretty popular in Europe, and it's actually made in the UK, and it was used a lot on like L85s, SA80s. I say L85, that's an old gun. G36s, it works on all that stuff, and of course AR-15, right? So I'll just kind of demonstrate how to use it, how it works, and we'll just go from there, right? So I'm going to demonstrate on this 733 that we have here, just because it's a cool gun and it's dirty. I know for a fact it's dirty. I was doing like full auto mag dumps out of it the other day, so it'll need a little bit of love. So what we would do here is you have this brush on one side, which is interchangeable, so you can actually buy replacement heads for these, or if you get the Ops Pack, I think is what it's called. Let me look at that. Yeah, the Ops Pack comes with replaceable heads. That's the only difference between the standard, or excuse me, that's the only difference between the original and the Ops Pack, is that it comes with interchangeable heads. Or extra heads, I should say. So all we actually do here is we'll just put some oil on there. And the oil I'm using is probably a terrible example because we're not going to be able to see how clean everything's getting because the oil is brown. But it's a really good oil, so we're using it. So you just put oil on the brush, and then you use the brush in that barrel extension area. And get as far as you can there. And if you need to, you can just like pull it off and flip it around to get to the other side. Very easy, very convenient. It'd probably be easier if I took the upper off of the lower, but I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess, so here we go. Alright, and then, so that's how you use the brush. Coming over to the opposite side, you have this hook thing here. And all you do, and actually, so you can see just this part a little bit better. Let me do this correctly first of all. All right, get that out the way. Do one of those. Open this up. All right, I'll set that lower aside. Pull all that out. Okay. So all you do is you take a cleaning patch and you just jam it in there. If you can kind of see what I'm doing there. Just jam it in there. Then you use the hook on this side to twist it around and clean it out. I'm going to jam it in there even further, actually. And this just basically lets you use a standard cleaning patch to jam it around and clean out inside of there. As you can see, it does exactly what it says it does. So it kind of just, it has that little like tooth on it, and that just kind of helps grab the cleaning patch as you turn it around in there. So you hit it from one side, you can like come through the ejection port and kind of get all of it. So really easy to use, really convenient. And then it also has, on this model anyways, it also has this, the spike. And the spike is literally just pretty much a carbon scraper. You can use that to scrape carbon off your bolt carrier group. whatever, wherever carbon may reside, you can remove it with this. So, as I mentioned, there are different versions of this. You have the original, which is what you see here. Alright. You have the Ops Pack, which, as I mentioned before, is literally the exact same tool as the original, but it also comes with things that I can't get out of the packaging. Nope, there it is. It wants to. It also comes with replaceable brush heads. And it comes with the black head ones and then the green head ones. And those are just different, like, bristle toughnesses is all it is. Toughnesses? Is that a word? It is now. Doesn't matter. Alright. So, those are the two main variants. And then you also have the light. So the light is basically the tool that doesn't fold, and it doesn't have the spike on it, but pretty much the same features as the original. And the hook on doesn't have the little cutout on that side. I'm not sure why, but it serves the exact same purpose. So yeah, two different variants there. The only thing about this one, it doesn't have like somewhere you can attach a lanyard to. Personally, what I would use this for, I carry gun tools and stuff in my kit anyway, because I'm a gunsmith, and whenever I'm on the range, people are always looking at me when something stops working, so I just started keeping tools on me. But yeah, I would just probably run a piece of 550 cord through this and stick it in my Spiritus GP pouch on my belt, and it's out of the way, and it's there when I need it, right next to my multi-tool. So, yeah, that's what I'd use this. Oh, you also have this hook on the back here. You can use that as a carbon scraper, and I think, just kind of looking at it here, you can also use it as like a battery assist tool, if you will. So if you have like something stuck, your chamber's stuck for whatever reason, and you need to pry it open, if you can get it open a little bit, which is often the case, you can get in there, get some leverage, and pry it open. So that's what I see that being used for. Also, I don't think that was an actual like feature pointed out on the document, but I'm pointing it out. All right. So this is the breech tool. Like I said, these are made in the UK. They're pretty popular in Europe. As far as I know, we're the only ones bringing these into the US. So there's that. So available at, of course, Brownells. If you have any questions or comments, you can think of other creative ways to use said tool. Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll check it out. All right. If you need any help, you're watching this on the website, whatever, feel free to give us a call on the tech line. We'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.